Hello everyone, good day once again. We thank God that today we've met again. Today we are going to look at computer memory. Before we go that, let us try to remember what we did the other time. The other time we were able to identify or define what a computer is, and then we came to know that the main two components of a computer is the hardware and then the software. And we're able to know what exactly a computer hardware is, and then we came to know that the hardware consists of some peripheral devices, and you were able to mention of input devices and some examples of input devices. And then I do remember that we also came to see some of the pictures of input devices, and then we decided to open the computer system unit or your desktop, your laptop, and then we open it inside, and we came to know that we have a computer memory inside. We have the graphic card, we have a video card, and then it came to note the important part of what makes the computer works, that is the CPU. We even compare the humanity system to a computer, that we came to note that the system at which we have the power to go up and down, that is our spirit in our blood that gives us the power. We compared to computer, and we came to know that the computer power is its source of power, which could be electricity or from the battery, and then the brain that makes us live. Computer memory, computer brain, we refer it to as the CPU, right? Today we are going to look at the heart of a computer, and then we said that the heart is the memory, right? So we're going to look at the memory, computer memory today. And before we go, as we always do, your donation count, alright? So we will always encourage you to donate more, alright? So you can donate on 0245215266, and if you have Tigo, you can do it on 0278887080, and you can see all these numbers there at the website. Okay, so you can click on the numbers and do the follow up and send the money, and send your donation. Any amount that you want to send from your heart is acceptable. And remember that this course is a fully practical. We are just doing the theory aspect, and when we are done this, for the introduction of computer system, we are going to the practical aspect. And I'll always encourage you to get your laptop ready, get your computer systems ready, because we will start very soon. All right, immediately after this this theory aspect. Okay, so remember also that when we are done with any topic, we will go live interactions, all right, for us to study more from each other and to know the challenges that we are facing. It's all free, but your donation is making us do all these things. So remember to donate, and tell your brother, your friend, your sister, your junior sister to visit our site to study for free. ftpclasses.com is for him or her. All right. Okay, so today You are looking at memory. All right. So computer memory. So computer memory, that is the heart of a computer, as we have, classified it to be. All right. We have two types of memory. We have the primary memory and the secondary memory. All right. So under the primary memory, we have the RAM. We are going to show you a picture of the RAM right now. All right. But let's see what RAM means. All right. So RAM means what? Random access memory. Okay. So RAM is, the R is for random, the A is access, and then the M is memory. So for those who are still in school, just note it down and then write it and pass your exams. But remember that we are going to do the practical aspect here as well, so that after passing your exams you can do something when you are at a workplace, or when you are working, or when you are in your own your own office, your own room. You can start something. You get it? All right. So random access memory, this note too, you will get it at download, course outline, and any other ebooks at 10 Ghana cedis. Okay, to just show appreciation, you can go there and you get all these notes to download. All right. So RAM is random access memory. Okay, and what is it? It's a memory scheme within the computer system responsible for storing data on a temporary basis. Okay, so that it can be promptly accessed by the processor as and when needed. Okay, so whatever we're doing here right now, the RAM is helping us to do, but it doesn't store it doesn't store any data, but rather for permanent, but rather it stores it for temporary use. So whatever we are doing, you can open 2, 3, 4 apps on your desktop or your laptop, operating it. The RAM will be saving it for you. So if you want to save it permanently, then you can reach the work that you are doing. All right. So that is the help of the RAM. The RAM is helping that way. Without the RAM, it can't do that. Okay. So it just store data for temporary basis. Okay, not for permanent. So if the light goes off, you are going to lose whatever you've been doing. All right. So it is volatile in nature, which means that data will be erased once supplied to the storage device is turned off. Okay, so if you don't save your your documents or whatever you are doing, when the light goes off, it's off. You won't get it back. All right. So that is the help of the RAM. So whatever we are doing here, as you can see, everything the RAM is doing is helping us to do all these things. All right. But if you don't save it and there's a light out, we are going to lose everything. But we have saved this long time, so we have it. So he says that RAM is considered random access because you can access any memory cell directly if you know the row and column that intersects at that cell. All right. So those in the school, just note that RAM is random access memory, stores data on temporary basis, and that's all. And pass your exam. All right. But those at the workplace, just note that your RAM, your computer RAM, okay, the RAM helps you whatever you're doing, all the activities that you're doing, the RAM helps. So normally if your RAM speed is very low, you can see that your computer, your memory is slow. You can see that the computer is misbehaving. When you click on something, it takes a much it will take very longer period before it opens. That means that your RAM is the speed of your RAM is very low. Okay, and it can maybe so let's look at the RAM. If RAM is random access memory, then what is ROM? ROM means read only memory. So if this is in a temporary basis, then this is telling you read only memory. So ROM is a permanent form of storage. So ROM stays active regardless of whether power supply to it is turned on or off. ROM devices do not allow data stored on them to be modified. Okay, so take note that ROM will store permanent storage. Alright, it stores data permanent. That's RAM. That's ROM, sorry. So ROM is a permanent form of storage. You get it? Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the secondary. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. So let's look at the secondary memory. Alright, so stores data and programs permanently. Alright, secondary memory, we can talk about it. So let's see. It's retained after the power is turned off. Okay, so secondary memory, what they do is that they stores data and programs permanently, unless you delete whatever is there. But if you don't delete it, it will be there until permanently. Okay, so it's retained after the power is turned off. Okay, alright, even if there's a power off, yes, still you will have your data. Okay, so that is secondary memory. So what has come into your mind? If a secondary memory stores data and programs permanently, then what has come into your mind? Okay, can we mention examples? Can we note them down? I think you do. I think you've remembered your hard drive. Okay, so your hard drive is one of the secondary memory. Alright, so we can say that a hard drive is part of a unit, often called a hard disk drive, hard drive, or whatever you can call it, that store and provides relatively quick access to large amounts of data on an electromagnetically charged surface or set of surfaces. Okay, so we are going to open to see what exactly is in hard drive. Okay, yes, I'll do that for you to see. So we have optical discs too. An optical disc drive, ODD, is a disk drive that uses laser lights as part of the process of reading or writing data to or from optical discs. Okay, so we say that some drives can only read from discs, but recent drives are commonly both readers and recorders, also called burners or writers. Okay, so compact discs, DVDs, and Blu-ray discs are common types of optical media which can be read and recorded by such drives. Alright, so we can mention a lot. So we can also mention of flash disk. Flash disks have no mechanical platters or access arms, but the term disk is used because the data are accessed as if they were on a hard drive. The disk storage structures is emulated. Alright, so when we talk of types of secondary memory, we have hard drive, that's one. We have optical disk, we have flash disk. Okay, alright, okay. So before we go to the next slide, let us look at what we've talked about so far. It says that we have primary memory, and then the primary memory, we say we have the RAM and the ROM, and the RAM is random access memory, and then the ROM is read-only memory, right? And we've come to secondary memory, and then the secondary memory, we says that secondary memory stores data and programs permanently. All right, and then we are looking at the types or examples. We say that we have hard drive is one type, we have optical disk, we have flash disk. Okay, all right, so let's move on. So you can see the pictures here, so I know you can identify them, right? We have a lot of secondary memory. So we can have this is a hard disk drive. This is for the desktop computers, and this is for laptop computers. Okay, so this and that, but when you open this is what you will see. Okay, and then this is for the laptops. You see, we've opened it, yes, of course, and this, when you open, the same thing that you will see. Okay, and you can see the the RAM disk there. That is where data will be stored, and we have the header that reads what is stored here. So normally, if your hard disk is crashed, we say hard disk is crashed, my hard disk is crashed. That big English, the person trying to say adeɛ wei the last one, well, ayi ebia o power dumie no antimi anko back to adeɛ wei a ɛbɔ hɔ no. So as I say, a cop never share inside. Until next time, no, also pet no say yeah, but if your light fails and then it couldn't go back, then it means you have a problem with your hard drive. Okay, so normally what we do is that when we open the hard drive, you just push this one to join this, and that's it, and it works. Okay, so if your hard drive, you have a crashed hard drive, just open it, and do it. It will work. So you see the benefits you are getting for free. We have, like I always say, we have only 40 minutes to talk about. We have only 40 minutes for every class, and therefore I need to check my time and see. I have more 20 minutes to go. Okay, so we have CD-ROM, and this one is is outmoded. This one is no more there. We have our memory chips, our memory cards, we have our pen drive, we have floppy disk. Okay, this is a hard drive, also external hard drive, the same as this. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we go. Okay, so when we open the system unit or our laptop, whatever we've talked about, we are summarizing them with this picture. Okay, so this is the motherboard. As you can see, this area is where we put the CPU inside. Okay, so when you lift it here, you put it there. So when you put it inside, this is how it looks like. Okay, and this is how the CPU is like. So when you turn it, you put it inside this place, will enter that place, okay, to have the access, and then it will be like this. The back will be like this, and there's a heat sink on it that will be cooling it. So if you want to see whether your CPU is not working properly, your brain of your computer is not working properly, just remove the heat sink and put your hand back. All right, you put your hand this way and you on your PC. Okay, so if you feel that the CPU is heating, then it means that it's working. But if it's not heating, then it means your brain of this computer is dead, and therefore you need to buy one and replace it. Okay, yes, we sell one there so you can get it. We can see the memory slots. This is the memory slots. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 memory slots here. So you put it, this is for laptop memory, but the desktop memory is longer, a little bit longer than this. Then you replace it here. I don't want to go to details what to do when the memory fails you and a whole lot of stuff, because that one is for technical. It's very technical. And for that matter, if you're having challenges with your laptop, you can contact us on 0245215266, and we will come and look at it for you, okay, at your own place. And now you see the batteries here. Like I always tell you, that you need to set your date and time. If your date and time, especially your timing and your dating, your date is wrong, it's difficult to store it's difficult to retrieve files that you are working with. Okay, so these are the CMOS battery. So if it is off, if is dead, then I'm sorry, your PC, you're going to have a lot of challenges. Okay, so this is where you put it. This normally you can see it in laptops, all right, but these desktops you can see this old type, all right. So you just put your CMOS battery inside, and that's all. Okay, so we are still on hardware. Now we are going to look at computer output devices. Okay, what is an output device? We've looked at input devices, and we've talked about we opening the system unit or your laptop to see what is inside. And now let us see what an output device is, and all are physical aspects, physical components of the computer, the physical that we can touch and see, all right, of the computer. All right, so we say that output devices. Okay, so what is an output device? An output device is any piece of computer hardware equipment used to communicate the results of data processing carried out by an information processing system, such as a computer, which converts the electronically generated information into human readable form. Okay, so after everything, as the computer process the data into the information, what helps you to know what you've done is called the output device. All right, so it gives you the results. Okay, so think about it. What has come into your mind? Okay, just look at your phone. When you type something, what makes you see? I think your screen, right? Okay, so the same as the laptop and the desktop. So we can say that An example of output device is one, the monitor. We have LCD projection panels. We have printers, all types. We have computer output microfilm. We have plotters. We have speaker. All right. So whatever brings brings results out for you to read or to understand is the output device. All right. So we have the monitor. We have projector. We have you know speakers, plotters, a lot. Okay, the printers too is part. Okay, so let us look at the types of monitors we have. We have cathode ray tube, that is the old type. That's the old type, but nowadays we all have this liquid crystal display. Okay, all are LCD screens that are coming. All right, so your laptop has it, and your desktop also has it. Okay, so let's see. Light emitting diode, that's LED, that's the printers. We have printer types. We have laser printer, we have inkjet printer, we have dot matrix printer. Okay, and we have a lot. We have a lot. Okay, all right. So we know the type of monitors, the three types of monitors that we have here: cathode ray tube, we have the liquid crystal displays, we have light emitting diode. So in the exams hall, they can just, what is CRT, what is LCD, what is LED. Oh, that is what. Then you can write CRT is cathode ray tube, LCD is liquid crystal displays, and the LED is light emitting diodes. All right. Okay. Do not forget to download this PDF. This ebook. What do you call it? The ebooks, and the notes that we are displaying here. Just click on click on download ebook and course outline at 10 Ghana cedis, and just pay only 10 Ghana cedis to just show appreciation, and then download whatever you want to download there. Okay, so remember that this course is fully practical. Okay, it's fully practical, and I would love you to have your desktop or your laptop ready for the practical aspect. Okay, here we are just glancing through the theory aspect, just to introduce what a computer is, and then we will come back to the practical aspect. All right, so don't forget also to donate on 0245 21 52 66, 0278887080, and you can also click on the numbers there at the website and then follow. You can pay with your credit card and everything, and you can also send us mail for your sponsorship. All right, we have more time to go, so let's go. Boom. All right, so we can see our output devices. We have our headset, which is a form of speaker. We have our home, theater speakers, computer speaker, whatever. We have our printers, we have our projector, and we have the monitor as well. Okay, so they are all output devices. So remember what we've studied until date. Okay.